welcome everyone to the live stream. I'm Justin Wagner. This is TeamODZ Live. We got Wagner's Wagon today. We got Jerry. We got Ufer. And we got new pack dynamics in Zwift. So, all sorts of new fun stuff today. So, send some messages here to everyone in the game and get this party started. Glad to have you guys.
That's three versions of the ODZ kit right there.
That's right. Ha! That's right. In-game, on-stream.
Oh, look at that. ODZ kit all over. Nice. Didn't want to do this workout on stream. Now I end up doing the last block on stream, which is even worse.
Hey, here we go. We're launching the wagon here.
Here you go. Three different years of ODZ kit on screen.
Plus, I got the women's one in game. I mean, the pink one. Not
ODivas one.
ODivas pink. I mean, gender neutral.
That is a nice kit. The girls really got a nice kit.
Please support Don in his attempt to take the Tempest Fujit KOM. So far, not noticing a huge difference with pack dynamics.
We had it on Monday as well.
We had it on Monday?
Yeah.
I thought it was only enabled on London on Monday.
No. They did it last week, Thursday, I think, on Watopia and London and Makuri Islands. They kept it sort of quiet.
So it's not really new anymore.
So it's
But
not a massive difference is what you're saying. Because we didn't notice
yeah,
it.
if you don't see a big difference, that's a good thing. It means there's no bugs.
Well, shouldn't it be better? Shouldn't you notice that it's improved?
How many years have you been on Zwift?
I mean, I've been riding this thing since 2015. You think I'd notice an
When did it
improvement?
ever get better?
What was that, Ufa?
When did it ever get better? I mean, the first mock-up was perfect in Zwift, and since then it's been downhill.
I think you'll notice less sticky draft.
I don't mind sticky draft. I want full draft.
And you'll notice the avatars don't attempt to not go through each other, but try to go around each other.
I'm too challenged to watch the screen while working with you guys. I checked Zwift power from Monday. You did 2.9 watts per kilo average, and I did 3.6 watt per kilo average. It demonstrates the difference, I think.
Wow. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's how it is to be a small rider.
Let's see, Andy says, recently asked who my favorite vampire was. I said the Muppet from Sesame Street. They told me he doesn't count. I replied, I assure you he does. Good morning, Ben. Glad to have you. Good morning, Florence. Keeping tabs on Jerry.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mom.
Slow down a bit. Did we already?
Oh.
Are you in the pack, Ben? I saw him in the start list yesterday.
Intending to ride and riding is two different things.
Don's doing 5 hours of riding today. Whoa.
Huh. Ufa, looking on Zwift power, you did 217 watts and I did 270.
Yeah, but that was
Mondays,
ours.
right? Welcome to the stream.
I mean, you're gonna work harder today to stay on the wagon than you did on the Happy 100.
Hope not.
Oh,
Not
it's
yet, at least.
3.0 average now.
You stayed below 3
Yeah.
on the Happy 100K?
Me?
Yeah, we
Yep.
did. Yeah.
Wow. Let's see, what was I? What was
I'm
my
heavier than you
average?
guys. More
My
muscle.
average watts on Monday was 270 watts.
Oh, same as mine. Makes sense. Almost.
I'm currently about just a hair over 190.
Don't know what that means.
190 pounds.
Don't know
What's
what
that
that
in
means.
kilos?
About 85, I think.
86.1825503. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm 7 kilograms heavier than you. And you spent some time in the front. I did not.
So yeah, so you're, I guess you're, if we did the same watts and you weigh more, that means your watts per kilo was lesser.
Yep.
Damn, that's some calculus there, Justin.
Well, you know, I've been thinking hard. Trying not to hurt my brain.
Thinking hard or hardly thinking?
All the above.
Happy birthday to Ben's aunt. That's a big number.
Ben's aunt's 70th birthday today. Nice. Use my.
I want to type happy birthday.
I'll do it.
There we go.
Why did you want to type happy birthday? Just wait and see, Ben. Just wait and see.
She may be 80, 71 by the time.
She was a pair of twins. Does that mean she got over her schizophrenia? There you go.
Seems to have, ODZ seems to have 3 consecutive rides today. Quite impressive.
I believe it. Oh, ouch. Sorry to hear that, Ben. Graham, welcome to the stream. Got the new pack dynamics going on here on the wagon, which generally speaking has been pretty good.
Oh yes.
Walked down the street dressed as a screwdriver. Turned a few heads. Oh, Andy. Ugh.
This is scary. I'm actually in the same place in the pack, on screen and on the stream. This never happened.
You gonna leave the lame dad jokes for us, Ben? Oh man. Ben definitely won last week. Jerry, feeling the burn.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's very hard to watch.
It's not too bad. Give me some popcorn for the next interval, would you?
You enjoying this, huh, Justin?
Hey, I went to the doctor's this morning. Told him I can't sleep. He said, if you sleep on the edge of the bed, you'll soon drop off.
Y dejamos de aguantarnos. Si te quiero y tú me quieres, como la flor de los balcones que ha alegrado corazones. El mejor de mis amores, no hay ninguna como tú. Yo quiero bajar la luna, yo quiero verte desnuda y que me digas a oscuras, quiero hacerlo una vez más. Y si te vas, te vas, te vas. Y si te vas, te vas, te vas. Y si te vas, te vas, te vas, llévame contigo. Y si te vas, te vas, te vas.
Ah, hola.
Y si te vas, te vas, te vas de mí.
Nice job, Jerry. Okay.
On paper, this looked a lot easier.
What about on the bike?
Ah, no. The one you did this morning, Monday morning, and the SST 1252.
SST, the guy is pushing 425 watts.
Oh no, Ben. Had a crash yesterday? No bueno.
Bike's fine.
Hey,
That's the
Wendy.
important part there.
Mud mustache and a goatee. Speaking of not noticing something till later, I let's see. Yesterday around lunchtime, I was going into my kitchen to get something, and my 3-year-old daughter like always leaves the glass of whatever she's drinking on the same spot of the floor, right in the middle of the walkway, and I always don't notice it. And there was like a smoothie in there, and I bumped it. It's like, ugh. So I cleaned up the floor, whatnot, and then at like 5 o'clock when I was getting done with work, I looked at my shoe and it had dried on smoothie all over it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we just passed Ben going the other way. Got it.
Don't do a U-turn, Ben.
Now you have to say something nice about Don.
That's a good thing, Ben. Because there's a U-turn bug.
So who's still trying to dodge kids' Halloween candy and not eat it?
I lost that battle. Yes, yesterday after lunch.
Switch, not taking off. Just going. Oh man. What's up, Owen? Jerry, do you know what the switch is?
No.
It's the witch that comes the day after Halloween. If you put your bag of candy on the front porch, she'll switch it out for a gift.
Ah. My daughter's dentist will swap candy for soft toys.
He should be taking better care of his business for the future.
Right? Put all your spare candy in a bag, and mysteriously in the middle of the night, it all vanishes. Right? Don't put everything on red, Don. Vegas, of course. So his companion will not let him in.
It's a Wi-Fi issue there. Put your phone on airplane mode and only turn on Wi-Fi.
Or make your Wi-Fi so strong that it will never fail.
Yep. On the iPad. Sorry, Ben. No advice there. Same thing, I just don't know how to tell you how to do it.
Apple don't like RF engineers and antennas, so there's your explanation right there. And the feeling is mutual.
It's on the iPad.
I had to configure my router to have static IP addresses for my Zwift PC and for my phone.
That's
And they
Weird.
are one digit from each other, and it works every time.
Static IP is hardcore. I like that.
But it's just static in your DHCP server, right?
That's right. So I assigned it.
I reckon that people with static IPs probably also have tidy shoe racks. I must admit to not having static IP. I mean, I have that they always get assigned the same IP address, but that's not static, of course, in the literal sense of the word.
Should. But for some reason mine would work 90% of the time. And I didn't like that other 10%.
No, definitely not on Zwift.
Interesting thing, it's only on my phone. My wife has the same setup. No problems.
IP implementation can be really goofy sometimes.
Can be a bit confusing sometimes.
Es tarde y vuelves a llamar. You know I like you sober. Terminas antes de empezar. You are my one-leaf clover. Waiting for you.
So I have a question for you, Jerry.
Out of the blue, vuelves a mí.
Yeah?
Are Varks just naturally tougher than normal Varks?
Think so, yep.
Okay. Asking for a friend.
Where did that come from, Justin?
Premium Dad Jokes Facebook page. If you lick the frosting off a cupcake, it becomes a muffin, and muffins are healthy.
Does it apply to donuts as well?
Yes.
Ah, great.
Corriendo de la realidad. Behind the velvet cover. Encuentro al fin.
I hope Don's wife is not watching this.
Oh baby, this is over.
Well, his wife, I think he met her through cycling, actually. She did triathlons. She used to. Oh,
Okay.
she still does. Me too, that's on my age average. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Vuelves a mí, quiero llorar, quiero reír. ¿Quién eres tú para mentir?
So Jerry, recently I've been doing magic with chocolate. You might say I've got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Ben, it might be time to restart the router, but don't do it while you're riding.
What's up, Win? Win Chin? I think that's how you pronounce it, maybe? Go, 30 minutes is up.
Oh, now I can't late join. Ah, missed it.
Oh, you can just do it.
What a bummer.
It really doesn't really matter because in another 30 minutes we'll be free riding, so you can join anyway.
I was thinking of joining,
That's not gonna cut it.
and then I looked at Justin's power, and I thought, no, I don't want to do that amount of power, not after this workout.
I was signed up for the Thursday. What is it called?
Throwdown?
Throwdown, yeah. So this is what it ended up with instead. This first spinning session of the winter season with my son yesterday. That is so hard. They have like 20 degrees. What is that? Like 7 degrees Fahrenheit inside the training facility. So that's just too warm for me. I'm used to my garage.
Oh, yeah.
Ha, ha.
Oh, new standard messages from Complicated. That is weird.
Oh, man. Until Chase called me for going too fast.
You've got a chatty group there.
Yeah, we do. We also just passed Coco, I think.
Yeah.
Fernando, hey! 50 stars! Hey! Thank you, thank you.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Should I towel it 50 times? I might run out of breath.
That was a lot of dancing on the screen. We just lost 5 viewers. Sorry.
We gained 50 stars.
50 stars was worth it.
Hey, Fernando Fernandez. Always nice to see you. Fig bar, fig flavor.
Today's fig bar flavor is raspberry.
Oh, is it raspberry?
Mm-hmm.
I don't allow myself to eat up before after the first 100 TSS.
Yeah, if I was feeling for the Monday Happy 100,
I bet.
I should have filled for this one as well.
It's a raspberry bar, not a fig bar. No, it's a fig bar with fake raspberry flavoring.
Sounds genetically manipulated or something.
I prefer the strawberry fig boys.
Hey, welcome,
Those are
welcome.
my favorite.
Hey, Shaq. It's like the red licorice
Yeah,
that
but
doesn't
that-
contain any licorice.
Black licorice, all the best.
Right on.
I said, we love having Dawn. I just like to tease. And no, that statement wasn't sarcastic.
Circles turning green. Florida's a submarine. Forest fires, rising seas. Get me out of this sauna, please. I need some ice to cool me down. Splash in the pool, just floating around. Bring me that frozen fruit. You and your doopy suits. Looking so damn cute. Chilling with the one that I adore. It's getting kinda hot.
Ooh. Spinning out your legs feel, Jerry? I bet pretty nice after
Oh,
that
it's
workout.
just so good.
Ah! Posture.
My posture can go higher. Nice.
Ah! What the heck up with the power drop? It's only Zwift, it's not my
Oh no!
Still recording here. Hey. Buckle down here a little bit.
All done.
Yeah, people are waiting at 3.5 watts per kilo.
Get back in. I'm coming in. I got it.
Okay, guys, enjoy your ride.
See you, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Let's see if Justin can keep up or can catch up.
Oh, shit. Ah. Ooh. Uh, and we've got 2 versions of the women's kit in game now.
ODC embracing diversity by having a lot of generation kits.
Ooh. Woo. Get that heart rate back down. All right, longer pails. We offer free nursery. On your knee.
You drove me to your house. We had a pretty good time, but I still think twice about the way we said goodbye. You walked me to the door. You didn't feel so good. I didn't know what for, and awkwardly we stood. I'm sorry if I'm awkward. I'm so silly. I can't forgive myself for it. I don't know how to stop it, but do you think you could pretend I never made this thing awkward? I still wonder why, 'cause I'm still in denial. I think that everything's fine, left no apology, just hope to understand.
Hey, welcome to the live stream. Steady State Wagner's Wagon today. Checking out the new Zwift pack dynamics, which apparently isn't new, but they've been telling us whatever.
That power drop made things very dynamic.
You right?
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
Oh, now we can get the jokes off the horse's mouths.
I don't know about that. I'm about to ride up the Alp with Megan.
Myself for it. I don't know how to stop it, but do you think you could pretend I never made this thing awkward?
Realised I didn't put my Bluetooth headset on charge yesterday, so it's a bit flat.
Uh-oh.
Don't know how long it's going to last.
You know, Andy, I go to the bathroom for two reasons. Number one and number two. I mean, I guess the phone usage might be a third reason.
Sorry, my brain hasn't woken up yet. I was trying to think of something funny to say back to that, but
Oh, I think we're gonna cross paths with Bowie. Although he's going on a different route, considering the fact we passed him on that roundabout.
That will be an excellent opportunity to test the pack dynamics.
I think he'll pull away from us unless we surge.
Let's don't do that.
We will see. We have a whole straightaway to find out.
ODC packs are more terrifying than bot packs.
Yeah, I think he's pulling away. And another power drop. This time it's both power meters. Woo. Surges like that You know, I'm not gonna last 3 hours. Smoothie shoes. Oh my gosh.
After that, you can buy a new bike.
I want to reply to that guy who said group rides should have their own chats. It'll be very snarky whatever I say. Debbie Downers should have their own chats. Should I say that? Or keep my mouth shut?
Say it.
No beach grass. That was a good one, Owen. I definitely can't counter that one. Charisse is awake.
Yeah, thanks for the ride on, Charisse.
Ah, Owen. Nice. You triggered the birthday.
Kitties.
Okay. Yeah, I think 2 hours is going to be enough for me today.
Sounds like a plan.
Baby, it's right on. Woo.
Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso. Seu carinho engana, sua ausência tão estranha. E se for tudo mentira, uma lágrima não basta. Se seu amor já não arde, esse fogo tão frágil. E se for tudo mentira, uma lágrima não basta, não. Não basta, não. Uma lágrima não basta. Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso. Seus segredos, o seu mundo. Faço muito, mas não mudo. E tudo aquilo que não conta. Pensa bem que não há outra. Não tenha falta de juízo. Ser seu próprio castigo. E se for tudo mentira, uma lágrima não basta, não. Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso. Não faz sentido falar. Não faz sentido falar. Não faz sentido falar.
We got this.
Não faz sentido.
Quit looking at the clock, Justin. Just focus on the ride.
Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso. Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso mais ficar.
So, Ufer, did I tell you about my... Were you here yesterday when I was talking about my sprinkler repair?
Nope.
So, there's a valve that controls all the water into my sprinkler system. It's very common that they bury this valve 4 feet underground so it doesn't freeze. And the valve, when I went to close it this year for winter, when I blow all the water out of the pipes, didn't close all the way. Ruh-roh. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, the sprinkler company was here, digging a big hole to replace it and rebuild the valves for my different sprinkler zones. And the valves are just because they were old and need to be rebuilt. But didn't cost me $1 million on it. Was $1,300 just for that valve.
Wow, that's a spicy bill.
So then the next day he came back, tested the pressure and said, hey, everything's looking great. So I went to turn the water off, and just turning the valve on and off, there's a pipe that comes from the valve all the way to the surface that you stick this pole down into, and water started coming up that tube, that pipe.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's not good.
Oh, my parents has like a summer house. They have the same kind of valve system, and they always close it when they leave it because they don't never know when a frost will come. So I know the system well.
So I'm going to call them today, and I think they're going to be digging it up again. This is why I paid somebody else.
But the thing is, Justin, if you'd done it, it'd have been done right the first time.
I doubt it. I'm not a plumber.
This is why I work on my own vehicles. When I first got my truck, it came with a year's free oil changes and tire rotations. So, I'm thinking, well, whatever. I'll take advantage of it. Anyway, the third one is coming up on the start of winter. Got the oil change done, tire rotations done, and literally, the shop is half a mile from my office. I pull out of the forecourt there, onto the main road. I'm thinking, something doesn't feel right. Well, I've got my torque wrench in the back of my truck. Once I get to the office, I'll check the torque on all the lug nuts. Well, I didn't get to the office. One of my wheels fell off.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's when you know the wheels really come off.
My fairly advanced vehicle has sensors that count the revs on every wheel and uses that to steer differentials and other things. One of those things failed, and the computer went completely ballistic and said, get out of the car. I was still able to drive, but it still cost me 600 euros to get 4 new sensors. The sensors themselves cost like $15, but before you get out of the garage, it's double the number of times.
I had both cylinder heads off my truck. Beginning of the year, replaced a lifter, push rod. No, I replaced 4 lifters, push rod, rocker arm, valley cover. I know I'd have been paying $5,000 or $6,000 for that if I'd have put that in the shop. It cost me $500 to do it myself. In a couple of weekends of my time.
I certainly do my own bike maintenance, but I don't have enough knowledge and experience in cars and plumbing to do it myself. I mean, depending on the sprinkler job, I could do it myself, but this one was like the main part of things, and there's enough things I didn't have. It's like, I don't need the learning experience. Translation, I don't need to do it wrong 5 times.
Tailorization or sharing work is what makes us rich. So I also believe in getting people in to do it that can do it. But I admit that sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, for sure. I was very impressed with the technician's ability to answer my questions and and help me understand things, etc. Like sometimes you get workers who are just like, huh? I'm like, okay, if you want me to be impressed, you need to at least answer my questions, and then I'll have your company back. The guys who don't answer questions are probably more skilled and never have to come back. And I distract the ones who do answer my questions, but it makes me feel better, so.
Yeah, it's like the car, because I searched the internet to find what the problem could be with all those faults on the dashboard, and it turned out to be exactly what I found out it was. So I like that at least they admit it, so that you have an idea what went wrong. Makes it easier to pay the bill.
Sometimes I just think, how long is it going to take me? How much overtime could I work during that time instead? And how much money would I make? I'm paying someone. It's bad that I think that.
Yeah, I use it as he's working on the vehicles as an opportunity to buy new tools and still save money.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do with my bikes. We got a lot of different tools for bikes. And most of the time, when I lived in Spokane and I had a car problem, I just went over to Bob Christensen's house. Or at least called him. He's a really skilled auto mechanic. He has no Bob?
To the right on, Charlie. Yep. Well, no of him. Ridden with him.
Bob Bucket Brigade Christensen. You know why he has that nickname?
No, I do not.
Because he's puked multiple times on the live stream.
Yeah, my father used to be quite a skilled hobby mechanic, so for the first like 25, 30 years he had a car, he never went to the garage, but he's also given up. It's just too specialized today. It's electronics, it's not mechanics anymore.
I've certainly seen a huge difference between my vehicle, the 2010 truck, and Yolanda's vehicle, the 2017. So much more electronics.
Hey, just look on the bright side, Andy. All I had to do was sell my 8921A to afford the sprinkler repair.
I'm not sure that that's a bright side.
It's a side.
Yeah. I'm going to use my VNA later to tune the tank circuit on this power amplifier that I'm building up.
So even once I get the plumbing side of this all done, there's a whole brick covering that I got to redo. So buying a bunch of brick for that and sand. My cousin's a skilled handyman / general contractor, and I'm just going to pay him to do it. He'll do it right.
Skilled workers is really getting a problem over here. There are just too few of them, and too many things to be done at the moment.
Hey. Ben says, companion still not loading map. Was freaking working fine last night. I don't know what your ODZ kit does in my companion app.
Ben needs to put on the Odivas kit. That'll fix everything.
Yep. That's totally your problem.
Yep.
You're being sexist. So the speaking of the 8921 Andy, I am going to end up shipping it to South Carolina.
Well,
I had to go find the, you know, those packing bags that are expandable styrofoam.
yeah.
So I had to find those in a not large quantity. Most places want to sell them to people that are shipping all day long and will buy like $500 at once. I was like, I need slightly less than that.
I thought you could just take things to places like the UPS store and they'd package it up.
Yeah, but they only have peanuts and airbags. Because I went and asked them that. And I was like, that's a risk I don't even want to take. It's not even mine anymore.
At the end of the day, if they're insuring it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, but even if they give the monies, might not be able to get the the device purchased. It's yeah. So I've spent like $30 on Amazon to get the right styrofoam packaging. So
yeah, I've got a loaner.
Package, right?
I've got a loaner Catalyst 9400 switch in Cisco at the moment. I'm testing out in 3 months' time. No, in 2 months' time now. I've got to package it all up and send it back. Like came on a pallet. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that one yet. I'll cross average when I come to it.
All right, 30 minutes to go.
Right on, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. I think once I start averaging more than 3 rides a week for a couple weeks, I'll be able to go back to 3 hours.
You can borrow some of my rides if you want.
For a while there, I was only doing the Wagon. Sometimes not even that. Whew. Fitness is down, to say the least. It's okay. It's off season. It's time to let your body relax a little bit.
This is my peak season when the pollen disappears and yeah, it gets colder, then things get better for me. Unfortunately, it's everybody else off season when I have my peak season. That's the only problem.
I usually try to carry so much fitness into TeamODZ that afterwards I'm ready for a break.
Yeah, that you should do as well, of course. My training doesn't really have a purpose, so I can just carry on.
Of course your training has a purpose. Beat everyone to the line on the ebb.
So I've been watching all the a ton of YouTube comparison videos of the new MacBook Pros from Apple to try to understand their chip architecture, performance. Impressive stuff what they've done.
My son's into that. He told me a lot about it yesterday, but I can't remember a single thing.
I mean, I'm not kidding. When compared to last year's Intel-based MacBook Pro that it's replacing, both top-of-the-line machines, basically, it's twice as performant and twice as battery efficient.
I think he told me something about ARM technology and stacked cache or something, but that's what I can remember.
So it's a unified memory architecture, meaning the GPU and the CPU share the same on-chip RAM. Rather than having to pass everything through the external DRAM chips. Which only really affects workloads that need to send a lot of stuff to the GPU.
Wait a minute, hasn't Intel been doing that for years with their on-chip GPU? I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but their on-chip GPU doesn't have 64 cores or 64 gigs of VRAM.
I know, but shared memory's been around for a while.
Oh, it's not earth-shattering.
Right.
It's just... And I don't think that's the major reason for the performance improvement, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just an artifact of the way they did things. But their top of the line GPU in the M1 Max is, I think they said, comparable with the 3070 or 3080.
Huh.
And in specific video encoding workflows, it can blow those out of the water because it has, I'm pretty sure the NVIDIA stuff has embedded H.265 encoders, but they added in embedded ProRes encoders that just like accelerate ProRes stuff super fast, obviously.
Yeah.
But only very specific individuals will really benefit from that.
Yep.
I was watching a video from a guy who does a bunch of mobile app development. So he runs like an Android emulator, an iOS emulator, a bunch of Dockers to emulate the servers and stuff. He said that he normally runs somewhere around 40 to 50 gigabytes of RAM while he's doing his workflow. And he did a test compiling, doing a Docker build that took 6 minutes on the previous top of the line Intel Mac, and it took 3 minutes on the Apple Silicon one. Now, granted, they were compiling for different architectures because you're going to compile to ARM64 natively now as opposed to x86.
Yeah.
So that's a variable.
Yeah, so definitely reduce the instruction set compared to complex instruction set.
And doing a cross compile is not really a fair comparison either.
No.
So
Unless you did a cross compile for the same architecture on both.
to some third-party cross architecture.
Yes. Yeah.
They told me at the engineering school it would be beneficial for me to machine program 8085 processor. So if that turns out to be a benefit anytime soon, please let me know.
Give me what you got, let's run this thing just like we should. It makes a difference, girl, I think that we could make it good. Hey, let's take off to a place we never.
It was like a class society in tech school because the guys meddling with computers were the guys who failed the analog circuit theory courses. Somehow that changed. Don't know when that happened.
What about you makes me wanna come and pick you up? Won't take it slow if you promise that we can keep it up. Hey, let's take off to a place we never gone before. Or grab my hand and we could ditch all of the metaphors. Tell me what you got.
I did find out, Andy, that Docker Desktop on Mac will run on Apple Silicon no matter if the Docker is ARM64 architecture or x86, which means they're using QEMU translation. Definitely not power efficient, but functional.
Yeah.
Whew. Man, Ufer. Am I just out of shape?
No, that guy Ronde is pushing it at times.
Yeah, he's strong. Woo. Getting close. So, with that big project I was working on, towards the end, my boss was like, dude, thank you so much, Justin. We owe you big time. And I said, you know, Apple did just release some new MacBook Pros.
So for you or for the whole team?
I think they're buying a bunch for everyone who wants one. But I made sure my name was on one of them. 16-inch, 64 gigs of RAM.
I've been asking for an 8921.
I think I could buy two 8921s for the price of that MacBook Pro.
Hey, GP Llama, thanks for the ride on.
Turns out I might get in trouble if I sell the MacBook Pro, though.
Yeah.
Probably won't come till Christmas, though. Apple's backed up, and I'm ordering it through corporate means, which means extra delays. It also means the money doesn't come out of my pocket. I'm okay with that. So here's something interesting about their design decision, Andy. When you upgrade to larger SSDs, the SSD performance gets faster.
Uh-huh.
How do you think they're doing that?
I don't know.
So the lower storage models have some chips that are just simply not on the board.
Right.
So they add more chips in parallel.
Yeah. Yeah, with more chips in parallel, you only need to put one address on the address lines and you've got multiple chips that you can read from simultaneously.
Yep.
So they've been doing dual channel memory for a long time.
Guess how many channels of memory access these there's two different answers to this. There's the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. Guess how many memory channels there are?
I don't know.
16 on the M1 Pro and 32 on the M1 Max.
Huh.
That's a wide bus.
Get a heat gun and order some chips on AliExpress and you can upgrade your SSD or what.
Did I ever tell you about the laptop I had where the GPU was unsoldering itself from the motherboard?
No.
And I used a heat gun and a piece of cardboard with a hole cut in it, covered in aluminum foil as a heat mask to reheat it from the underside and reflow the GPU several times before it gave up the ghost. That was back when I was in school and didn't have money and could take risks like that. Well, it's going in the garbage if it doesn't work, so. What's up? Welcome to the Facebook stream. We are about 12 minutes away from the end of this ride. I'm doing the Wagner's Wagon steady state group ride. And I'm ready to be done. I'm beat.
Ding, fries are done.
I'm fried, exactly.
Contigo lo tengo todo, reina de mi castillo eres tú. Yeah. Me levantaste cuando estaba en el suelo. Tuviste fe cuando nadie me creía. Bebé, tú eres la mujer maravilla. Prometo ser tu Superman por toda tu vida. Tu sonrisa me inspira. Cuando me tocas todo se me olvida. Tus labios me sanan las heridas. Dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol. Dueña de mi corazón, contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Quiero protegerte, ser tu escudo. Quiero regalarte las estrellas. Quiero hacerte feliz, te lo juro. Quiero amanecer junto a ti hasta que yo me muera. Contigo todo es más divertido. Se van las horas sin darme cuenta. Eres como el aire que respiro. Dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol. Dueña de mi corazón, contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Esta canción te la dedico a ti, la que siempre está junto a mí. En las buenas y las malas, siempre bella y fiel eres tú. Desde el momento en que te conocí, sentí algo que nunca antes sentí. Contigo lo tengo todo, reina de mi castillo eres tú. Dueña de mi corazón, la que todo lo cambió. Una flor en el desierto y como lluvia bajo el sol.
I think I'm going to cool down for the second half of these 10 minutes.
Contigo todo es mejor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. Me calmas las tormentas con la magia de tu amor. que siempre está junto a mí, dueña de mi corazón.
Yeah. 3 minutes so I can cool down. I guess we want to catch this little pack, huh? Ooh. See if I can switch to drafting here. Get my heart rate to come down during the last 5 minutes. We're up at 170 right now. Whew. Pretty soon here we're gonna find a friend on Twitch to raid. Point 10? Yeah. Say what? Let's just Raid him now. All right, folks, thank you for joining in. We got Koi Pond 10 coming up, Facebook and YouTube. You're gonna get the outro scene. Twitch, the party is just starting. All right, folks, thanks for joining us. Catch you next time.
Thank you.